Good morning. It is day 3 after my surgery. I am still in pain constantly, all the time. I woke up in pain last night at 2 a.m. and I'm like on a schedule for meds, but I didn't take my meds in a while. Like the last thing I took was like ibuprofen at 9. And so I was waking up dying because they give me like perks and they give me ibuprofen so I can counterbalance those every few hours. But I didn't have anything for a while, and so I was waking up in such pain.
But
today's day 3. We're getting a little bit better. Still swollen, in pain, and I should not be standing right now. I need to make videos and stretch. So this is gonna be a little day in the life of post-surgery, I guess. I don't know.
post-surgery.
What do I do all day when I've had major surgery? Here we go. I need to fill up my ice because it has melted all overnight. So that's the first thing here. Ice. So I need to make a watch video, but for me to make a watch video, I need to like dress or at least change my shirt because this shirt is just like a weekend nobody's supposed to see me shirt. So I'm gonna have to grab a plain shirt. I'm gonna say putting socks on is the hardest challenge I've had to overcome, but it's kind of hard still. I can't really move my legs very well. Day in the life, struggling to get the bare minimum on. Trying to do this in a way where it doesn't hurt. There we go. There we go. Now my feet won't be frozen off. You're probably wondering, like, where'd you get surgery on? And my answer to that is my legs. I had 2 cysts, so I had to get them taken out because they weren't good. And I have had previous procedures done and nothing really, oh God, it just hurts sitting. Nothing really helped it. The surgery was to get rid of them for good. So I'm gonna film this video real quick. I got the setup here, got the GH5 and the DJI mics. Right now I'm using for this the Hollyland mics, but I need to get more light, so I think I'm just gonna turn on the light because I think the natural light is gonna be not enough. So I have to get back up. Okay, here we go. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. We have another video to edit. So I'm going to go ahead and get on that video editing. I am also in the process of editing another video too that I've yet to finish yesterday, but I just wanted to make this video just because it's fun and I enjoy it. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy filming it and processing it, but editing is where everything comes together. Editing takes a long time and I'm just sitting down, but I have no choice but to sit down. So I'm gonna go scoot over to my desk and try to edit some videos. So let's do it. Do some work. Okay, this side will do. So I need to promote my video on social media. I should have got my phone charger before I got it all comfy. What I usually do is whenever my YouTube video comes out, so I post a video every other day so that it's always consistent. I have a schedule. Every other day I do promotion on social media. Just self-promoting my video and what have you not. Just posting on social media. I haven't checked my email in a while, but since I don't have a job, nobody really emails me anymore, so that's good. Let's do a few more postings and then I'll get back to editing. All right, so I'm done with all my promoting, so now I'm gonna be back to editing for a little bit. And that's what we're gonna do. I'm hoping to get done 3 videos today including the one that we just filmed. So I want to make sure that I do them well. I want to add some new styles to them, and I want to learn a new like video editing way. So I'm gonna YouTube some cool things like transitions or something that I could throw in here and see if like that will help my storytelling at all. I just figured that that might be good for what's coming up in my summer. So I am getting very stiff from sitting on this couch, moving my setup in here. I also need to take my meds because I'm hurting and I'm in pain. So let's go ahead and plug this in here. I'm gonna plug it in down here because this is the only outlets that work here. So do that, but the work is going okay. I'm getting pretty slow. I'm also getting pretty tired. It is 11:36. Ice pack. Yeah, I'm getting tired and I need to take more of my meds, which are going to make me even more tired, which equals less production. I just know that, you know, to get better, that I need to rest. But yeah, I'm just, my workflow, I'm trying to spend time in the bed, and I'm also trying to spend time on the couch so I don't get too stiff in one area. That's kind of been working for me. And sometimes I'll sit in a chair, but I can't sit in a chair. It hurts too bad. So we're gonna take some more meds. I'm gonna try to get a little bit more work done before they knock me out. And then I might honestly have to take a nap because it's just, it's a lot. I really am trying to like stay awake to like. I got flowers, by the way, guys. They smell so good. Don't they look good too? Ah, they smell so good. I love roses. They're my favorite. So pretty. Oh, here we go. It's getting worse, guys. The weather is not helping me. Currently, it is cloudy. It's 3:48 right now. I took a nap for about an hour and then I've just been watching YouTube videos. I've been trying to figure out how to work with AI to help get some of my travel content out there. So I'm really trying to just learn and hone in on AI skills and how that can help not even like my business, but like other business, figure out and try to learn a little bit more about it, try to see if I could make profits off of it instead of like, you know, go against it. Because right now I'm working against all the AI videos and the emotional ones that hook you and you can't tell that are real, fake. And I'm trying to learn my skills and have help with AI so that it makes it process better, receive better. I don't know, I think using AI instead of like trying to reject it because it's so harmful could be more beneficial than going against it. Messing around with AI and seeing how I can use it and fully exhaust it to my advantage. This is definitely not the background that I wanted for this kind of video, but I'm recovering from surgery, so you're gonna get what I have. Throughout making my content, all of my content on YouTube throughout these years, I feel as though I accidentally built this lifestyle full of freedom. And I'm 24 years old, and I feel like I've built this like life that is supposed to feel so free. And I visually storytell it in a way where, you know, I live this freedom, adventurous life. And it is true to some extent that I do live that kind of lifestyle. And, you know, I accidentally built it because, I mean, it was never really my intention at the beginning. You know, my family, like my dad and my mom, always thought it was a good idea to, you know, go get a 9-to-5 after college and, you know, go start climbing up the corporate ladder somewhere. And I don't know, as a kid, I was always watching travel YouTubers. I was always, into the adventurous movies like Indiana Jones or James Bond, or, all the Disney movies that are adventurous and, have all kinds of cool storylines, and the Goonies and all kinds of, older movies too. So Pirates of the Caribbean, like I can go on forever about, what I would used to watch. So I used to like fill my brain subconsciously with all of this adventure, with all of this lifestyle that I saw as freeness. I wasn't bogged down by anything because they weren't bogged down by anything. They didn't have, stable relationships or a stable home, or, things to look forward to in their next day to job, sitting down at a desk. They went out and they had adventure and fun. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted to base my life around adventure and fun. And I was never the kind of kid that liked going out and drinking and, friends and stuff like that. What interested me was parks and, going out with friends to parks, or like a late night Sonic trip or beach trips or things like that, that really excited me. And, I realized I didn't want to just take a trip once a year, because like with my family, we were lower middle class, so we didn't have much money to go places. But when we did go places, we would go to like a beach for like a week or a weekend or something, and that was it for like the whole year, and we'd have to wait a whole another year to travel again. And I just loved to travel. I loved it because, I got away from all the boringness, all the schoolwork, all the things that I always knew. And I got to go into this new environment, and I got to learn all about the different culture that's there, the different kind of people that live there, that, what their daily life looks like. And that intrigued me so much. And so I told myself, as a younger version of me, that I wanted to take these trips as much as possible. I wanted to learn everything that the world has to offer me. I wanted to go all around the United States, not just to one beach, not just to another beach. I wanted to go in the middle of the fields in Nebraska. I wanted to go into the canyons in Colorado. I wanted to go into the desert in Arizona. I wanted to go all over these places because I learned so much from going and doing all of these things. And I educate myself, and I just have this whole new perspective. And so I grew up with that mindset of, I'm just going to go explore. I'm going to go have fun. I didn't really set out to build this freedom lifestyle. It just kind of happened. You stop really optimizing for stuff, and you start optimizing for experiences. And, most people plan for freedom in their retirement. But I just kind of stumbled into it in my 20s because I was like, well, I see my friends, some of my friends have passed away since high school. Some of the people that I used to know aren't here anymore. And I was like, well, why are we waiting until retirement to do these ultimate things that we say we're going to do? I just said, I just want to live the best life that I can at the age I am, with the money and the financials that I have. And so I've gone skydiving. And so I've gone to some of these different countries like Egypt and Jordan and Korea and Japan. And I've explored some of these places, and I have almost fulfilled all 50 states in America. I've done all these things, and I'm only 24. And that's just exciting, because why would you wait till retirement to have these amazing life-fulfilling journeys? What if you get old and your legs don't work like you used to? What if you can't travel on a budget because the Ubers are $80 now in the future because everything has risen because of all the prices and the inflation? Travel kind of just rewired my defaults. Every trip taught me what I needed versus what I wanted, or what I thought I needed. When you live out of a bag for weeks, you stop seeing possessions as security, and you start seeing them as anchors or liabilities. Using minimal gear is clarity. You're not worried about so much stuff. You're not worried about losing all this stuff. Even if you do lose it, it was cheap. It was budget stuff. I always buy cheap budget stuff. I've always thrift my clothes, always do these things. It just helps so that you can spend more money on the travel lifestyle, on that lifestyle that you so desperately want to live. And this is kind of how it just all built on top of each other. It was just kind of years and years of my mindset just changing and my wants coming to fruition. And it just happened this way. Freedom is a side effect of subtraction. You don't add freedom to your life. You subtract things that then therefore make you feel free, less locked down. You have less obligations and less stuff, and you can then build routines around other things that can help grow your assets, and then you can use those assets to then do what you want to do, to travel and all these other fun things. So this is kind of how I built this ultimate freedom lifestyle at 24. I mean, obviously right now I'm laying in bed, just had surgery done. I'm not living it up right now, but there's always these seasons of life, and I always try to live as many seasons as I can, doing what I want to do and traveling and learning and trying to find jobs that have to do with travel. I never really did a job so that I could travel. I always did a job and then learned how to travel while doing a job. So again, I just kind of built it up over these years. So that's kind of how I accidentally built a life and a lifestyle of freedom.